Hi everybody, here we are, the Embraer 175 from Feelthere, 100 years old, ported from FS03, no, anyway, it's 9 years old, it's from FSX, ported over to V4 and P3D. Got some criticism for that. Well, the way I look at it, I'd rather take an awful Embraer than no Embraer. And is this awful? Well, if you're a fan of PMDG and can only accept... Oh, hello, there's another one. No room on this taxiway. If you're a fan of PMDG and can only accept that level, then yeah, stop watching the video, don't buy it. If you're like me, that takes every aircraft for what it is and not for what I want it to be, then I would say absolutely buy it. It's on sale today as we speak. I'm not going to help you if you watch this in 6 months time, but it's on Sim Market for €12. What's that? £10? £8? I don't know. It's nothing. It's a couple of beers in the pub if you live in London, maybe one beer. But you get for that a 175 and a 195 variant. If you want the 170 and the 190 to get all the available liveries, then you have to buy another E-Jets. Anyway, long story is, if it's on sale, you spend about €25, $20, £18, I don't know, for all of the variants. Is it good value? Well, let's start with the bad. Look at the textures. Look at the seat. Look at that. It's terrible. Terrible. The charts over here blurred as anything. Don't even know what runway, what airport it is. Anyway, because you can't read it, that doesn't matter. I mean, look at the door here, the window. Sorry, awful. The light. Wow. But I don't know about you. I don't sit there looking at the seat. I sit here looking at the gauges of the FMC. I sit here looking out the window. So. For me, I think that looks okay. Yeah, okay, look, this is awful. Yeah, this infamous autopilot panel. Look at that. Terrible, terrible. 2D, whoops. 2D, awful. But the colour gets me more than the fact that it's 2D. And apparently it can't be changed. But there is somebody in a Facebook group at the moment doing some textures, and he showed me a picture of this, of a darkened grey. And I tell you, to me it looks 10 times better. What else is bad? At night. Yeah, at night. Let's go here. At night, this is awful. The night lighting, actually, if you go on Avsin, there's a mod where you can get an improved overhead texture here, and this dome light, which looks quite good actually. Yeah, that's terrible, but that looks alright. I think that looks great. And what I've also done, I've added FS spotlights to this. Dome lights, VC lights, taxi light, and I've made a 3-part video on how to do FS spotlights and specifically implement them into this aircraft. But you can watch those if you need to. Anyway, the worst thing about the aircraft is the landing lights at night. Yeah, no way around that apart from turning off dynamic lighting. But then then you have SFX, sorry, FSX lighting. That's terrible. So what I do is don't use those. I use my Flight Sim Lab spotlights, or fly in the day. I think in the day it looks alright. Oh, look at the autopilot again. Anyway, that's the bad. What? Okay, while we're on textures, let's have a little look outside. I think that looks fine. Again, I don't sit here looking at the aircraft for hours and hours on end. That's one reason I don't use chase plane. I don't need the cinematic views. The easy dock is good enough for me. That's another subject. Oh, that looks alright, doesn't it? Yeah, you don't want to zoom in too close, you'll get upset because it's not PMDG. Every rivet is not in the right place. Sorry, I shouldn't be sarcastic. I think that looks like an Embraer. Brilliant. Fantastic. And I found a load of liveries online. I've got 12 to 15 liveries. Anyway, nice airport, I like this. That is UK 2000, Belfast City. Fantastic. Orbix, Northern Ireland with the docks. Brilliant. Nice approach over the water. Anyway, back. Oh, hi Kia. Anyway, back to business. The good things. Complexity. I think it's great. This FMC is fantastic. I've already got my flight plan loaded in. There's videos online on how to do that. There's a great tutorial that comes PDF with the Feelthere. But here, got speeds, altitudes, they all work, all customizable. Actually, I'm just about to do a flight. I've got to check my departure speed. Yeah, it looks good. 152 is V2, I think, and then 240 in the climb. Good, all looking good. Yeah, you can put all of the departures and arrivals in. Of course, Belfast City doesn't have any SIDs, so it's not in there. Let's go to navigation, arrival, one going to London City. Yeah, we've got all the approaches here. We've got all of the arrivals. Yeah, anyway, looks good. Performance pages are fantastic. Performance initialization here, everything's great. You can set cruise. I always go for max speed. I like that. Get there as fast as possible. Let's go. Oops, sorry, next page. Let's go. Fuel reserve. I like that to be in minutes. 45 minutes. Yep, 45 minutes. Anyway, all of these things are working, and if you don't set this thing up right, the VNav won't work. There's about 5 different pages with sub-pages of performance initialization, climb, descent, takeoff, cruise, and landing. You have to put everything in, otherwise the VNav won't work. Very complex. Fuel management, fantastic. Choose your oil fuel flow. Anyway, yeah. Thrust rating select. It's like derated takeoffs. They all work. It's all fantastic. That's the best part of the aircraft, I think. And the ND is also... no, the best part is the FMC and the autopilot. The autopilot modes, I've been watching YouTube videos and they all seem to work. All of these flight level change, vertical speed, VNav, flight path angle, they all work. We've got like a touch screen here. You can just scroll in and out. Okay, yeah, negative. No weather radar. I'm over that already. No terrain radar. I'm over that already. For £12 or £10, what do I want? Map here. You can select what you want here. So let's take off the airports. You can put them back on. I love the progress here from the next waypoint. I love the vertical profile here. That's great. Absolutely fantastic. VNav, like I say, VNav works fantastic. LNAV and VNav work great. What else? Yeah, plan mode, of course. You check your plan. Step by step on the waypoints. All looking good. Over the sea, over the Isle of Man, over the Wirral and down to London City. Okay, let's go back to map. Let's close that down. Oh, stutter, great. Okay, I think it's a YouTube video uploading anyway. System pages as well, they work. All the doors are closed. It's great. Fuel here. Okay, graphically it's not amazing, but I think it's good. Electric pages, all the systems seem to work. Flight controls. It's not that bad, folks. Actually works, this aircraft. Anyway, let's get back onto map. What else is good? Oh yeah, what is it? Shift and F5, is that right? Yeah, there's like a little Not, I wouldn't say FS to cruise level, but it's a
After
co-pilot.
start checklist. Flaps.
It's a bit slow, but
1.
thanks. It's better than
Flight
nothing.
controls. Checked.
Yeah.
ECAS. Checked. Dispatch clearance.
Yeah.
Checked. After engine start checklist completed.
Excellent. Right, let's go and
Before
take off.
takeoff checklist. Takeoff configuration.
Approach is clear. Takeoff config, did he say? Well, let's do the professional thing and manage the aircraft first. Backtrack at Belfast City. Oh, sorry passengers. Get your coffee. Yeah, takeoff configuration button is down here.
Takeoff, okay.
Thanks, Betty.
Checked. Brake temperatures. Checked. ECAS.
Gas.
Checked. Strobe lights.
Good point. Probably not on. Come on. Every time you make a video. There we go. Strobe lights on.
On. Landing lights.
This is the horrible part. Stick them on.
On.
Daytime, of course, it's okay.
Transponder. TARA.
It's on the FMC.
Before takeoff checklist completed.
Thanks, Brad. Or Chuck. Whatever your name is. Corey. Sorry, not being anti-American here, just typical. Oh, by the way, there's PA announcements also, and I found online a Flybe set that you can replace them with the original American accents. Also cool for the Europeans. Okay. Now this co-pilot might call out some funny call-outs here because I only activated him after start checklist, so of course that might not work so well, but let's see how that works. Let's close it down, full screen, and away we go. Yeah, I've not really paid attention to what I'm doing here, but scroll the button there, I think. Yeah, there we go. 91.2% on the throttle. Yeah, 91.2 is achieved. Achieves that much faster. I didn't do the call outs. Anyway, V1 rotate. I've noticed in real life this aircraft does take a lot to get off the ground. Where's that screw down?
Throttle.
Confused him. Oh, I know why. I've got my V2 set at 152 in the final. So there you go. Thought the aircraft was misbehaving, but it's doing exactly what it said on the tin. 152 in the climb out. Gear up, thanks. See, when you're talking and making video, it just doesn't.
Gear up.
Thanks. So now I'm on a heading Duffy. I can engage the autopilot. Fair enough.
Throttle.
Doesn't really work when you're talking, does it? Not sure. Head over, that's on heading over to Duffy. Let's go. Flight level change. Setting to. Let's set that to 12,000 feet. 120 flight level. 100,000. There you go. Yeah, I didn't really set that up too well in FMC. See, it wasn't the plane's fault there. It was doing exactly what the FMC said. The climb out speed actually a bit too slow, but now it's going to hit 240 climb speed. There we go, nicely increasing. Oh, sorry, 240, I should say. Now its LNAV is engaged. I'm going to hit now VNAV. Stay in flight. Level change. In purple, managed. Up. See, it's not that bad. Behaves pretty well. Now we're clear to a flight level, so standard. Yeah, set. It's all looking good. These are all the speed modes, autopilot modes. These are the manage modes here. Something along those lines. It's a very complex autopilot. You're not used to it. It'll catch you out. Climbing nicely. Sync up the heading. Okay, looking good. I love this aircraft. Sounds are fine too. Really fine. It's really not that bad. Top jet one. Skyforce, Phoenix thing. Best sun mod out there. Thanks, Reed. Awesome product. Yeah, I have my cloud set on the lowest resolution here. See those Phoenix there? I noticed at first I set them to save performance, then I saw some real pictures, real clouds in the summer, and they look blurry to me. And I thought, okay, well, I'll leave mine on a low texture, it's quite nice. There we go, nicely coming out of the tops there. How are we doing? Coming up to Pipod. 10-0. Landing lights off. Logo rifle inspection. That's what I want. Seatbelt signs are on, I can check. Oops, sterile cockpit, of course. Yeah, overhead panel. This is the original overhead panel isn't terrible, but this is the one you get with the VC enhancement. Can't remember the flight level. Set it to the moment. Should be okay. This thing's going, aiming for now 290. Should increase to 290. Nicely increasing. Manage the aircraft before we start talking. And why this is flashing down here. Beautiful. Autopilot in this thing is incredible. I love it. Some people have trouble. It's just that. Okay, back to the subject. I'll come back to that. Yeah, the overhead panel, the VC texture enhancement or night lighting enhancement comes with this overhead panel. I think the textures are quite good. If you zoom in, they might not be amazing, but I think it's quite good. Yeah, about the autopilot. Flight director. Yeah, of course it's a bit like the dash here, it's got to be in the pink. This is VOR lock, you do that on the approach. FMS, naturally it's going to follow your route. And the magenta boys. You can have, there's two different kinds of speed here. FMS speed, obviously in purple, magenta, sorry, magenta here, look at that, 290, beautiful. Or you can click at the top here and get this on manual speed. Of course it turns blue. Let's increase it to climb a little faster. Let's say 310 knots. See what the aircraft does. Yeah, pitches down nicely. Sometimes it's a bit aggressive with the pitch down, but it's £10 or £9. It's not $149. Let's see how we do. Stop at 210. Excellent. Behaving itself. Slow down, we don't want to overspeed. Instead of spooling back, it should be pitching up. There we go, 2,200 feet per minute, 2-3. Fantastic. It's going to pitch up a little bit more to slow down, but anyway, we're going back into magenta. So this should now stop pitching up. Decreasing the speed. It works, people. It works. It's a bit ugly, but very reliable. It's like some people.
Transition altitude.
Okay, well, that was wrong, and that's because I didn't set this up correctly in here. It'll be somewhere in climb pages or performance pages, cruise pages probably. Did I miss something? Yeah, I missed something somewhere in the setup. And that's why transition altitude is wrong. It works, it really works. You've seen it at 310 flight level today. Yeah. We're on track. Why are we on track? Yeah, because I hit 4 lock. Let's go back to nav, LNAV. Yep. Beautiful. It's a great aircraft. The frame rates are great. Radios are a little bit different to normal. They're in the FMS here. When you're doing the approach, you just got to set the nav. In nav 1 the localizer frequency, and here of course the 4 lock. And set here just the course as normal. That's not this one. Let's go back to this LNAV. Okay, there we go. Was for me the best value for money aircraft for P3D, P3D4, but that was surpassed of course last week when Quality Wings decided to ridiculously release their 146 Avro for $19 or $20. Stupid price. Incredible. So texture on that rod is not loading there, that's alright. Say I'm uploading some YouTube videos, so it's on my computer already. Nice clouds. There's the Isle of Man. Somewhere. Anyway, there we go. I love it. You might like it, give it a chance if you've got some spare money lying around. Let me know in the comments if you buy it and enjoy it. Thanks, and thanks for watching. Cheers.